chances. Success kit still pretty.
Yeah, I think you nailed it, brother. I think you should have left it on there. I think taking it off was a mistake.
No, I think we're good like this.
Yeah.
You know, it's all fun and games, and by the end of the day, we have a job to do as well. And that is to talk a little bit about StarCraft and, you know, talk a little bit about these up-and-coming players that we have here in Challenger League. It's fun to talk about the Tasias and innovations of this world, but it's just as much fun to talk about someone like Simon. Talk about Simon like
Is Jig from Quebec?
If he is a French Canadian or an...
Because his name sounds a little French.
What was the last name?
Lacoste La Jeunette.
Oh,
like
he's so French.
He sounds like he might be French Canadian.
We already won.
Yeah. I like it when our technical director tells us that we're in game now. Thanks, Ian.
You never know.
We can see that too.
Over here in the left bottom side of the map, we have our lovely French Canadian. I hope he's having a lovely Halloween evening.
I hope he's French Canadian. If he's not, we might be offending him.
No, not at all. He will just think like, I'm not French Canadian, so all their jokes were useless. And then again, they were not even that funny.
That's the truth with most of our jokes, though.
Jig is of course the Zerg player spawning in the left bottom side of the map.
Oh, damn it.
Representing Canada and Zerg. What are you doing, man?
My microphone is just rubbing on everything. I'm gonna have to call a meeting, Kev.
Over here in the right top side of Derelict, we got the man who plays very good, clean, flawless, just did what he was supposed to do in game number 1 on Polar Night. He is complexities TSTC.
Yeah. Did a great job of punishing Jig's build. Jig played different, and frankly, the STC just kind of smacked it right down. Looks like Jig's going to go back to something a little more standard here on Derelict Watcher.
You know, we spoke about this multiple times in the past. You practice a lot of StarCraft or whatever RTS you're playing, and then you have all these builds. And then the moment where it actually gets imported, the moment you know a lot of people will be watching, the moment that you've kind of been practicing for, something just jumps into your mind and say, hey, you should really try this build. But and then like the angel,
now's the time.
The angel on your shoulder says, but you've never tried that build. And then the devil is like, trust me, man, you want to do this build. Right now you want to see if this build works. Because this is not a random ladder game, this is the game that matters. You want to try this build and look like a genius, and then you try that build and everything falls apart from...
And like halfway through it, you're like, you know, I know now why I don't practice this. It's not actually good. As
I swag lord admin.
Oh man. D-swag. Don't do that to us, buddy.
Today J-Dong tweeted swag. I'm not sure how to feel about that.
J-Dong's so cool.
J-Dong is really so funny. Because if anyone else would say the word swag, everyone would be like, that's so stupid, who uses the word swag? And you know what, I hate the word swag.
J-Dong says the word swag and people get it tattooed on their chests.
Yeah! They show up tomorrow at school and they're like, I got so much swag, and they're like, that's so 2010.
No, J-Dong's bringing it back.
J-Dong ahead of the meta.
Reaper opening again for the STC. He's going to see a more normal Zerg opening, as Lings will chase him around and ultimately away. Once these queens pop out, there's not really much more these Reapers can do. Or this Reaper, I should say.
Yep. The good thing about this setup is, of course, that even if Jig would lose this series, he's still going to have a chance to avenge himself in the series against Ryong later today. Now that's going to be very tough regardless, because Ryong I would still consider as one of the best Terran players in the world. He made it to the semi-finals of WCS Premier League Season 1. Made it to the round of 16 WCS Premier League Season 2, so no shame in that either. Unfortunately, Season 3 didn't go all that well for him, as he didn't make it back to Premier League, which was a big surprise. I think Major took him out.
And honestly, today Ryong looked a little shaky. He didn't really look like himself. Maybe he's a little out of shape. Holiday season is more or less upon us, so a lot of players are taking a little bit of time off here and there.
A lot of players like to play some different games in their holidays, even though StarCraft, you know, we pretty much all agree upon that it's the best game in the world. When it's holiday, instead of using all the time to practice, you might say, you know what, for a week or two, I'm just not going to play any StarCraft, I'll play something else.
Play some Hearthstone?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe in the future Heroes of the Storm, I would love that, I can't wait.
I occasionally I contemplate dusting off my World of Warcraft CD key, and then I realized that last time I did that,
then you realize you don't need a CD key and you can just download the game.
This is true.
Because you still have your account now.
This is true. But to activate that old account, it's a slippery slope, Kev.
Once more, relatively quick layer over here for Jig. It's not as quick and crazy as in the last game, but it's still pretty damn quick, man. It's at 6-minute mark. He's mining off 4 extractors already, so you could say from this point on anything else then the Spire build would be surprising. And whoa, this Reaper.
This Reaper, man, give him the Medal of
Oh my
Honor.
god, and he's still alive
He's
as well.
gonna see everything. A little drone tries to.
Don't tell me he's gonna get this.
No, don't you dare kill that drone, Reaper.
But still, beautiful scout here. He's, I don't think he saw the Baneling yes go down, because that was actually after that Reaper left. Either way, great scout again by the STC, and he's probably like, alright, so you're on 4 extractors already, and you're going up to layer. Well, we'll see what you're able to do with that, my friend.
Jig just working on pushing that creep spread out and chasing those Hellions away. There's still no third base, Kev. Why does he keep doing this?
Because he wants to go very quick mid off. Or right now, because he's scouted, he's going to be like, I'm going to make a ridiculous amount of Zerglings and Baneling bust. I don't think he saw the third command set either. This is something I wanted to talk about before you started talking about Halloween and Christmas again, Ben. This is all your fault. I'm falling apart because of you. He was scouting the natural, and he tried to run up these links as well, and his link got trapped. But he actually never identified the fact there is a third command center over here.
Well, that could prove problematic, as the STC is now mining on 3 bases. Jig has a lot of upgrades producing. He's getting a couple of overlords. Might he make just a ton of Zerglings? I don't think he can make enough to really make it make a good attack off of just 2 hatcheries. Is the thing.
I was not very serious with my baiting attack, even though so far it seems like he wants to do something like that. Then the fact that this third command center is here might be a good thing for him, because that means that, you know, a couple of the tech buildings from the STC are going to be a little later, and his focus might be split up in more locations as well. It's a lot of links that he has over here, Ben.
Sure is, with
Bailing speed as well, about to finish up.
And he's going to try to sneak out the bottom, and I don't think
that's-
the STC is going to scout this.
This is pretty cool. I like where this is going. You know what I'm going to do, Ben? I'm going to follow the STC's vision for the next 30 to 40 seconds. Even though we, of course, still have the production tab open, so if a lot of Zerglings would be on the way... Where are you, the STC? Is this the STC? Yes.
It's either 1 or 2.
So the STC has still no idea about this. 26 Banings, 28 Banings morphing at once, and he's still completely in the dark. The STC has no idea. Let's just go to everyone's point of view now, Ben.
Oh man!
My God.
This could get rough, Kev. Banelings are going to go ahead and finish up, and here comes Jig. He's going to reveal those lings for the first time now, and the STC gets his first glimpse at what's happening. Can he stop? Oh God, there's no way. Hello, Banelings, as they come crashing into the natural, and the STC is definitely going to take heavy losses. But Jig needs to end the game here. He needs to break in through the front, get his lings up into the main.
He still has quite a few Banelings left. If those Banelings are able to connect with those remaining Marines or with a large group of SCVs.
I think we're going to see just that as we see more good Baneling connections. The STC microing for his life here.
Oh my God, Jig. I think Jig has done it.
It certainly looks that way, Kev. 84 supply over 40. 28 SCVs to 44 drones. This one looks like it's over.
You sneaky dog, you. Getting all those Zerglings via the south side of this map, close to the third base of the STC, and the STC thinking he knows exactly what is going on, that he has all the map control in the world with those Hellions in the middle of the map, that he knew about the timings and potential options, did not expect a massive 1-1 Baneling nest
GG!
with Baneling speed.
You know, the STC, honestly, he's guilty of going on cruise control there.